Kia ora. Today is Saturday, 9th of July 2022. Wasn't sure quite what I was going to talk about this morning. I thought I was after yesterday's post, but I kind of talked out, I guess. Happy birthday, happy 21st birthday. It would have been to my precious angel in heaven, Dominic. Just a note to say that Daddy loves you. We all miss you so much. I guess I want to ramble this morning about regret and talk a little bit about hindsight, and in line with yesterday's lengthy ramble, with apologies, being able to move on and move forward through adversity. A little bit about regret. I'll try and keep it short this morning, so it's cloudy and I can feel some moisture coming down. Regret, yeah, well, in the words of the Sex Pistols, regrets, I've had a few, but again, being human, we make mistakes, and generally speaking, if it's a mistake, something that was made from a poor decision, or maybe the best decision at the time, or again circumstances that are outside your control, we live with regret. And regret, again, it's the human side. And it keys into hindsight. And hindsight is a big enemy. If only I could have. If only I was 20 years younger, I would have done things differently. If only, if I had just, and so on and so on. And you can end up in this vicious loop of backward gazing at things that have happened in your life that you certainly could have done better. But there's no takebacks. You can't go back and redo those. You can dwell on them for the lessons learned and maybe go, that was pretty dumb, really stupid moment, poor choices, whatever. If exposed to that same situation, I'll try and do better. And that's really all that you can ask of yourself, I think. It's not a thing where you should be judged by others. They really don't factor into it. These are personal regrets, personal decisions that you made. They may have affected other people, but they're still personal decisions. And when you look back with hindsight, all you're really doing is taking the opportunity to reflect on those decisions and hopefully keep them in mind should they, similar situations occur again in the future. And then maybe you'll do things differently, ideally, if it had negative outcomes. But regret and hindsight go hand in hand. And when you have gone through a major life-changing event, said ominous music, those regrets and hindsight cycles come in really, really quick and really, really, really hard. And I'm not a psychologist, nor do I play one on television. But I think a lot of issues that people experience when they do go through trauma and they're trying to find their way through that path, trying to find a way forward, is it's very easy to end up in a regret hindsight loop. And I think I can hear turkeys. Weird. Living in the country. And you know, that's fine. You do you. But at some point you have to try and break out of it and just get on with it. Because what's the point? Otherwise, you know, life goes on. Life finds a way. So I'm not quite sure what I wanted to say in this ramble. I'm kind of in that regret hindsight loop. Well, I'm often in that. But the point I'm trying to make, and maybe, you know, this might make sense to someone experiencing this, at some stage you have to stick a stake in the ground, and you really have to just move forward. You know, you'll often get told you can't live in the past. That's true. You can't live in the past. That would involve time travel. You can learn from the things that you've done in the past, or from what others have done, and that's called history. And the only way for you to create your own history and get past this loop is really to just accept those choices were made, those actions were completed. There may be some effects that still ripple forward, but if that affects anybody else, that's on them too, to break out of exactly the same loop, for right or for wrong. I'm not talking about good or bad or morality here. It's just a mechanism. That stake is really just accepting that this is a point where you will make changes in your decision-making processes moving forwards, or you'll at least attempt to do that, and ideally in a positive manner. The staking is really saying, this is the place where I park my regrets. This is the place where I accept that choices were made that were not ideal, that may have affected my life and possibly others as well, but I can't undo them. All I can do is go forward. All I can do is try to do better through demonstration, actions, and really continue forward to live a life that is actually, you know, positive, and hopefully demonstrate that people can get through adversity, and that anything that we've done up to this point is really learning, life experience, mistakes, and hopefully preparing us for whatever comes next, if that makes sense. Hope anyone who may be watching this ramble this morning who may be struggling with difficult decisions, whether it's caused by actions that they have carried out or others. Take something away from this, and hopefully you find a way to plant some stakes of your own, find that point of acceptance, and then get on with it. You do you in the best way possible, in the best way that you can moving forwards. And I guess that is probably also my thought of the day today. I hope you all have a great day. I'm going to get through the day. Today will be a difficult day. I'm going to keep busy. I don't know that I'm going to plant any more stakes myself. Planted enough as it is. But really just going to get through the day. So anyway, hopefully that was worth the 10 minutes. Take care. Look after yourselves. Have a great day. Kia ora.